Are you a sister with a story to tell, a message to share, or beneficial knowledge to spread? Our sister, Naima B. Robert, award winning author of the books like From My Sister's Lips and Show Up, has something very special planned for you. For 5 days, she will be teaching you how to discover the book inside you, helping you plan it and get started with the writing process, all for free. Mashallah, this sister is on fire and she has so much passion and so much enthusiasm to share. And she wants to help you get your book out there. So I would highly recommend for you to sign up for this. Writing a book that benefits others can be a source of sadaqah jariyah and become a part of your legacy for generations to come. So go to www.discoverthebookwithin.com and sign up for the Discover the Book Within Challenge and make your dream of writing a book come true, inshallah. Comment I'm in once you've signed up. And I'd love to know how many of you signed up for this challenge. So I want to welcome our special guest, Sister Naima B. Roberts. Welcome. Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, sis Haley?
I'm doing great. Alhamdulillah. It's a beautiful day and lovely to have you today.
Alhamdulillah, it's fantastic to be here, mashallah.
Mashallah. So you're doing a 5-day challenge about teaching people how to get started with writing a book.
That's exactly right, mashallah. We're
Tell us about
starting,
it. Tell us.
well, I know that there are people in this world who have always wanted to write a book, right?
Mhm.
There are people who made a decision a few years ago to say, yeah, I'm definitely going to do it. And nothing's really happened with it. Like it hasn't
Right.
managed to, reach the final stages. And then there are people who've been told by other people that, you should write a book. I wish you had a book. You should so write a book.
Was
And
that
then they've
me?
done, that's you, right? Exactly. And then there are people who really, when they think about it, they just get overwhelmed and they just don't think that that could ever be them. And usually those people are telling themselves lots of stories. And in fact, every one of those groups of people who have not managed to actually write the book and get it out there are telling themselves certain stories.
Mhm.
The one who has worked on it and hasn't managed to reach the end, she's telling herself a story that she doesn't have enough time, for example. Now is not the right time. There are other priorities. I'll wait until the
Mhm.
kids are in school, until the holidays, until next year. When I turn
Until I
40,
retire.
exactly, right? Exactly.
Right.
And then the one who has been thinking about it, hasn't really made any progress, is probably thinking, well, who would want to read it? What's
Mhm.
the purpose of it? Who would want to even read something by me? Am I even good enough? Could I even
Mhm.
write a book? And
Right.
then the ones who it's come to their mind, but they've said absolutely not, they're telling themselves stories too. And their stories are more like, it's not for me. Women like me don't get to do stuff like that. I'm not like those other sisters. So
Right.
a lot of what we're going to do, certainly in the first day or so of this challenge, is to really confront some of these limiting
Mhm.
beliefs
Oh,
about
that's
who,
amazing. That is
right?
amazing. This is because the limiting beliefs is something that I'm very passionate about, and it really holds people back. So, what you're going to do is challenge what they think about themselves, all of those, the self talk. And by addressing the limiting beliefs and doing away with it, then they're going to be able to take that step.
Exactly. So once you've done the work on the beliefs, now it's a case of, okay, well, how do I know that my story is worth telling? How do
Right.
I know that my message is compelling enough? How do I know that my knowledge is actually beneficial? So we're going to do
Mhm.
the work to answer those questions.
I
Then we're going to
see.
ask ourselves, well, what does a book look like? Because a lot of people, when they hear book, they have a picture in mind, massive 200 page document.
Right.
Whatever it is for many people, their image of what a book is
Mm.
quite daunting.
Right.
And so I want to bust that open. I want to show
Mashallah.
them possibilities and what a book can be. And there's
Mm.
such a range and such a huge variety of ways to tackle this that we're going to show them all of that, inshallah, so that they can see the possibilities. And
That's
then once they've
amazing.
seen,
And so you're
once they've
talking
seen,
about the sorry to interrupt, but you're talking about how taking someone's preconceived notions about the book and possibly giving other options so that they're not limited by it or they're not so afraid of it. And so you take the fear out of it.
exactly, 100%. And I think look, for me, the biggest shift that I would like everyone to have, regardless of what they decide to do at the end, is to realize and recognize that this is possible for me.
Mm,
It's not just something for other people. This
right.
is possible for me. And then, kind of going into the why of the whole thing. What is the deeper meaning of writing a book? What's the
Mm,
higher purpose? And
right.
then for those who now get to the stage where it's like, okay, I get it, I get it, I need to write a book. Then I'm
Right.
going to show them exactly how, and we're going to get them started out, getting clear on their topic, getting clear on their
Right.
audience, get that title down, get excited about it, start planning their content.
Mashallah.
And inshallah, hopefully many of them will continue with us to write their books or will go
Right.
away and write a book. But I pray, inshallah, it really is transformative. That's why I call it a transformative challenge.
Mashallah. I think it's really exciting. You got me excited
Good. You better
because
sign up.
yeah, I will. I really want to. I want to sign up for it because it really is when someone can take a daunting task and simplify it, and you go through the process of empowering an individual and allowing them to really share their story because each person has a story to share. Each person has, whether it's their life story or something they have
Yeah.
learned, it's very powerful. So, mashallah, I congratulate you for this effort, this initiative. I think many people should really benefit from this because it's something you're doing it and you're helping the ummah to get their books out there, mashallah.
Inshallah. This is what I was saying. I was on a TV interview yesterday, and
Uh-huh.
I was saying that we as Muslims, we have so many untold stories.
Mm.
And some of those stories, to be quite frank, are not of interest to mainstream publishing. They're not of
Mm.
interest to the mainstream media, right?
Right.
That's why there's no money put behind them. That's why there's no effort put behind them. That's why when you search Muslim memoirs, for example, you don't find anything, right?
Right.
And there's so many topics that we as an ummah care about that if you try searching on Amazon, you're coming up empty handed
Mm.
because publishers haven't seen the need and it's just not in their interest.
Right.
But we as Muslims have, we as people in general, but as Muslims, we have the tools. We
Yeah.
have the tools to be able to tell our stories and put them out into the world now that we
Yes.
know the game, right? We
Right.
know the game. So I'm
Yes.
here to give the Muslims game, basically. I'm here to
Mashallah.
show them this is how you
Yeah.
do it. This is how you do it well. This is how you
Mm.
can do it independently and make a success of it. And this is how you can put a book together that really has an impact either on society as a whole, or the Muslim community worldwide,
Right.
or your local community, or even just your family and future generations of your family. Because for me,
Mm.
that's worth it. If I wrote a
Absolutely.
book about my family tree, for example, or my
Mhm.
grandmother's story of coming from whichever country, untold story,
Right.
and the only people who ever read it were her descendants, that
Mhm.
for me is worth it.
It's
Because
so
that's
valuable. Yes.
it.
And taking that initiative to share your narrative because so many of the books that are out there are telling our story, but it's jaded and it's
Yeah.
misconstrued. So taking power of that and being able to share our personal perspective, it's incredible to be able to do that. Ernest Hemingway said, write with clarity and write from where it hurts. I'm summarizing,
Ooh,
but it
I
is
like
very
that.
powerful because it's when you
Yeah.
write about what hurts you, then it's actually very transformative. And it's interesting because they've done about over 200 studies on the impact on
Mm,
on mental health when you write
yes.
about the things that have been
Yeah.
painful for you. It's something that is very therapeutic. I actually have a lot of my clients write about whether it's journaling or getting things out of their system so it doesn't get bottled up. So it's psychologically beneficial. It gives you
Yeah.
that feeling of there's internal validation, and external validation. So being able to have that internal validation that yes, my story is valuable. I'm going to share it with the world. And we always need a little bit of external validation, but it just really helps you
Yeah.
to it helps you to overcome some of that double guessing yourself and feeling like that lack of confidence. So it's such a feeling of accomplishment, I'm sure. And
It
you've written,
is.
mashallah, 30 books, correct?
We're almost at 30 published.
We're
Yes.
almost at 30. Mashallah, mashallah. So this
Let me
journey,
tell you something.
tell
Let me
me,
tell you
please.
something.
Yeah.
Darling. Yesterday it came to me. I don't know why it came to me that I wanted to write my bio from
Uh-huh.
10 years in the future. right? Of course, I don't know
Oh,
if I will live for 10 years, but I pray that I
may
do.
Allah keep you
And
strong and healthy. We need you
I mean, all of
here.
us, Jemmy and I mean,
I
right?
mean,
Yeah, but like I'm sure you've done this before, you know, writing letters from your future self or writing a celebration from a year's time for what you hope to be
yes.
celebrating. So this thing, this bio that came into
Okay.
my head to me in 10 years' time, one of the things on the bio was she has published over 100 books.
Oh,
So
mashallah.
there were many other things in the bio as well. And amongst those things
Yeah.
was playing a pivotal role in
Mhm.
launching the careers of thousands.
Oh,
That's the
beautiful.
kind of vision that I have
Excellent.
for this community because I
Yes.
know how many sisters there are who want to write and
Mhm.
how many are writing. And it's a growing community,
It
it's a
is.
growing industry. And certainly, as somebody who was one of kind of the first people to be published in the mainstream, who was, you know,
Mashallah. Yes.
Hijabi, niqabi and stuff.
Naqabi, yeah.
Right.
That's a major
One
breakthrough,
of
sister.
three of us. I think there's like three of us.
Mashallah.
but
Right.
but I feel like you know what I was saying to you, Hala. We've talked about this before.
Right.
It's now we are stepping into the role of being the elders of the
Mhm.
community, the
Right.
ones who are sort of passing down the wisdom, the ones who are
Yes.
mentoring the next generation. So
Right.
I take that very, very seriously. So this challenge where we're aiming to serve 10,000 sisters over these 5 days, which is crazy, but that's the
10,000.
vision. That's the vision.
Mashallah.
We'll see if I get
Mashallah.
halfway. Alhamdulillah, I'll be happy. But the point is, that's the scale. That's the
Right.
scale of the vision, inshallah. So
That's
may Allah give us tawfiq and
incredible.
accept your efforts.
I mean, I love what you said about writing your bio from like 10 years. It's a powerful exercise. And what we do, what I have done in my mentorship program is tell people to write their eulogy, which is about how do you want to
Yes.
be remembered and
Remember,
how is it.
yes.
But I like the fact that it's about some that you're still alive and it is your bio. So I'm gonna pass this on and encourage others to do that. And I may do that myself because it's so important to have that vision and the
Yeah.
fact that you not only want to get ahead, because I find that many times people are very self driven, but the idea of
Mhm.
mentoring others, the idea of like, I want to take as many people with me as
Yes.
possible and making it easy for others to be successful. That I think that is true sisterhood. This is what we're meant
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah. I don't get the mentality
Mm-mm,
of the crabs in the bucket. I don't get it
at
personally.
all.
And I don't get the mentality that, oh, there can only be one whatever. There can only be one hijabi psychotherapist. There can only be one copywriter. There can only be
Right.
one, I don't know, whatever, right?
Yes,
I truly believe that we are stronger together. And
absolutely.
I truly believe that that rising tide, it lifts all boats.
It
So
really
when you
does.
win, Halle, I win. I hope you see that when
Absolutely.
I win, you
Oh,
win, you
yes.
know?
I cheer you
SubhanAllah.
on. I feel so excited when I see that you're launching something new and you're active. And mashallah, whenever we see our sisters
Yeah,
succeed,
yeah,
it should build pride in us. And it should
yes,
not, and that comes as the self-esteem grows and you feel good about yourself. It doesn't
yes,
feel like, oh, you don't compare
100%.
and feel like, oh, I'm lacking. It's more about like, yes, she's doing
Yeah,
it. And
yeah,
you feel
yeah,
excited. So this is a
yeah.
wonderful challenge. I think people will definitely benefit. So 5 days, how do they go about signing up? What do they need to do?
All they need to do is go to www.discoverthebookwithin.com.
Mhm.
And all you need is an email address. It is free challenge. You
Okay.
can upgrade to be a VIP, and there's lots of gorgeous goodies in the VIP. But we are treating everyone who comes into the program as our clients for those 5 days.
Mashallah.
And yeah, and I have a special treat actually for
Right.
those who sign up because there
Mm.
is a new book coming.
Oh,
There's
you're
a new
writing a
book
new
coming.
book.
There's
Oh
a
my
new
God, how
book.
exciting.
And only people who sign up for the
Okay.
challenge will get a special offer on that new book. They get it for
Oh,
like 199 or something.
wow.
So yes.
That is
So
incredible.
it's so
Mashallah.
it's pretty exciting. But yeah, guys, that's all you need to do. And
Okay.
the calls, the live trainings each day will be recorded. So if you
Okay.
can't make them at 1 o'clock UK time, you can watch them later.
Mm.
The Facebook group is going to be all our coaches are going to be in there. We're going to be, in there answering questions, giving feedback, looking over
Great.
your assignments. We're going to be in together for the 5 days. So I thought it's going to be a lot of fun and lots of prizes.
Mashallah.
Well, lots of
Mashallah. Lots of
prizes and
prizes as
incentives,
well.
and it's going to
So
be
we
good,
got a secret book coming out. You're going to get a good
inshallah.
deal on that. You're going to have prizes and all of this support. How many coaches do you have with you? Mashallah.
We've got now, there's now two of us coaching, and then
Okay.
there's going to be another for support in the group.
Okay.
We've got another
Okay.
sister who's coming on as a coach. We've got more editors coming on board because really,
Oh,
Hannah, as I said to my team, I said, guys, look, I know you think I'm crazy. Okay. I know that you're looking at 10,000 thinking, what is she talking about?
right.
Right. You hear me talking about big numbers. I know sometimes you just think, oh,
It
but
can
I
be
said,
overwhelming. Yeah.
right. But I said to them, this is our calling to step up.
Mm.
If
And
we
that's your
only
book. Step up. You're stepping
show up,
up.
man, it's to show up
You're
for our
living up
people.
to it, mashallah.
If we only served 10 sisters at a time,
Mm.
we don't need to grow. We don't need to evolve. We don't need more systems. We don't need to employ more people. Like we're
Right.
good, it's a very manageable number, 10,
Right.
20 at a time, all good. Imagine if we have 50 clients, 100
Mhm.
clients, 400 clients.
Mhm.
That allows us such expansion in terms
Right.
of systems, in terms of other
Mhm.
people we can bring on board, which then
Right.
gives them opportunity for employment,
Yeah.
gives them opportunities to help
Yes.
others and to be part of other people's book journeys.
Right.
More editors, more book cover designers,
That's
more
right.
formatters, more marketing
Mashallah.
people.
So you're
It's like
providing
build the
work, you're
industry. Build the
providing.
industry. Yeah.
Yes. And one of the most important things that comes out of this, out of writing a book or being a part of a group like this, is having a sense of purpose. And that sense of purpose, that is actually the antidote to depression and anxiety. So if you
Mm,
want to be able to, live your fullest life, to be your best, it's you have to have a sense of purpose. So
yeah.
this is incredible what you're offering, and I'm excited about it, and I want to hear more about what is the VIP, mashallah, what is the VIP that you offer?
The VIPs will be in Zoom with me.
Mhm.
So they'll have access to the trainings. They'll be able to ask their questions
Okay.
within the training. They
Right.
also have additional Q&As that are
Okay.
separate where we
Right.
come and they can bring their book topics. We can discuss them. We can help
Mm.
them break it down. They
Right.
also get what else do they get? I need to look up look at the sales page again. But we've got some other things planned for them as well, mashallah, some other events. And
Right.
also some like goodies during
Nice.
the actual thing. But yeah, it's been a while since I wrote the sales
Right.
page, so I can't remember the other thing.
Mashallah,
Yes,
mashallah.
but
I'm
it's
so
basically more
excited.
contact with us. Yeah, more contact
I
with us.
I'm very excited for you. I'm excited for the people who sign up and the opportunities that are out there and the stories that are going to be told. So,
Inshallah.
mashallah, may Allah put so much barakat in this
And,
project, in this
and
5-day challenge, which starts when?
starts on Monday, the 23rd of May, and it ends
Okay.
on Friday, the 27th, inshallah.
Mashallah. So this Monday, the 23rd to
Friday, the 27th.
Friday the 27th. So inshallah. And I like the fact that you said it's all recorded. So if you are
Yeah,
working or if it's middle of the night for you, you can go ahead and watch the pre-recorded the videos, learn from it, and then continue on. I think that it's always good to do a challenge like this, but I think in order to get a book up and writing or finishing it, you do need that support. And I
yeah,
highly recommend Sister Naima Roberts to help you in pursuing your dreams and making it a reality, inshallah.
exactly. Okay, sis. Thank you so
So,
much. It means a lot.
of of course, of course. And so please go to the website again, please. What is it?
www.discoverthebookwithin.com.
Great. And here you can comment. What was it that we're commenting? I'm in.
Yeah,
I
that's
think I'm
good.
in.
Right, I like
You can
that.
comment, "I'm in," and we will direct you to the website and for you to get all the information. Thank you so much for sharing your enthusiasm, your energy, and passing on all this positivity. We really need it. We need it at this time, and it's so excellent to see sisters who are supporting one another. And I love that about us. We're always supporting one another and it's always fun. It's, it's sending you love too. That's sweet. That's
Alhamdulillah.
sweet. May Allah put lots of barakat in all that you do. And
And
inshallah,
you.
we can't wait to hear what the results are. And I'm
Yes.
going to write that bio, but what was it? The bio 10 in
Yes.
from for 10 years from now. I think that's a great
Yeah.
idea.
It's a nice one, mashallah. Let me know how it goes.
Definitely, definitely. Jazakallah khairan. And make sure you sign up for this 5-day challenge with Sister Naima Roberts to find out how to write a book. Jazakallah khairan. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.